All right, guys, we're gonna be running this Canik TP9 today. Let's have a little bit of fun. This is a compact model, one of the newer Elites. Let's shoot it a bit, talk a little bit more as we go. All right, let's do it. All right, guys, welcome back. This is Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. We got one of these new TP9 Elites in through Big Daddy Unlimited, and man, what a cool handgun. You know, it's been really interesting to see the sort of development of this pistol, you know, over the years, and sort of the rolling changes that they've made to it. I remember we got a hold of one of the really early Caniks, that the kind of baby puke green one that we did that initial video on, like way back in the day. And then we had the other one that was like the pro model. Like, they had different versions of this pistol that kind of came out over the years, and they kind of slowly improved it and changed it. And I've even seen like race gun type versions of these Caniks that are like sort of a, I guess, 3-gun ready sort of package for folks that are trying to shoot 3-gun or competition, like on a budget, right? So this Elite pistol here sort of comes in the realm of being a very compact, subcompact category handgun. So obviously small, and the intended market for this pistol is more of a concealed carry route, of course. And they dropped this thing in with some really interesting features, okay, that are head over heels, vast improvements over the original article of these pistols that came out. Century does import these, and yeah, they're Turkish produced. It's a polymer frame. It is a lock breech pistol. You have ambidextrous slide stop, okay? And the profile of those slide stops is not too terrible. They do protrude a little bit out the side of the pistol, but not too bad. You have forward cocking serrations, rearward cocking serrations. You got this nice kind of hammer gray finish, which is really cool. There's a loaded chamber indicator on top of the slide right here that pops up when there's a round in the chamber. You can see right there. And it does have a little bit of red paint on it, looks like. Okay, you have an RMR cut on this, which is nice. The sights on this particular gun are just kind of a, you know, basic tangent style of sight that has the serrations cut on the back of the slide and the striker plate back here that holds the guts in, and that's to prevent glare, okay? The front sight is, you know, very high visibility, and, you know, it's actually a very usable set of sights. On this particular pistol, the bore axis is kind of high, and at first I thought, you know, maybe this thing wouldn't be very comfortable to shoot. It is very comfortable to shoot. It really is not a bad handgun at all. You do have a very short amount of rail section here if you want to add accessories and things like that. It's got some relatively aggressive texturing, but not overpowering, you know, not something that's going to dig into your hands or whatever. And one of the best features of this gun is this fantastic trigger that's on it. I mean, you've got that initial take up, but the brake on it is nice and clean. Super, super clean trigger. This sucker brakes at like less than 3 pounds. And the reset on it is super, super, super short. You know, so you've got a little bit, I mean, absolutely no creep in that trigger. Fantastic trigger. It's got a little bit of take up when that plunger assembly is getting pushed up, just similar as to what it does on the Glock. It's got the same exact type of plunger assembly that is to prevent the firing pin from going forward, and you're feeling that getting pushed out of the way as that's being taken up. But then right when you meet the resistance, I mean, that trigger probably moves not far, maybe 3 millimeters. Listen to me, like using the metric system like I'm supposed to be smart. I'm not smart, but it moves a very small amount, right? Maybe 1/8 of an inch, a little over 1/8 of an inch. And then on that reset, I'm gonna leave it pulled to the rear. You let off that reset, very smooth, distinctive reset, and not a lot of movement in that trigger. Makes those follow-up shots super, super fast. Makes you wanna shoot fast, really. Another interesting feature too, is when the pistol is cocked, when the striker is cocked and you have round in the chamber or otherwise, you've got this indicator here that lets you know your striker's to the rear. So if you have it dropped, you know that that pistol's not cocked. Now, in theory, I guess that would mean you have an empty chamber, but always, obviously, make sure your gun is loaded or empty, whatever you need to know. You need to know the condition of your weapon, so that's not a problem. But it is a subcompact variety of pistol, so very, small on the grip size. All right, we got some Federal 124 grain ball ammunition. We are going to be running this with a variety of ammunition today, just to make sure that we're putting this thing through its paces and see what it's all about. It does come with two magazines, all right, a 12 shot with the small base plate, which just has a small finger rest on the bottom, which is super comfortable. And then you've got a 15 shot magazine with an extended, base plate on the bottom that gives you a little bit more grip on the pistol. And I'm going to mention something about that in just a second. Let's shoot it some more. And that pretty much gives you most of the high points of the talking points there, but really cool. We're going to shoot this thing and have some fun. I was going kind of fast there in the intro, but this thing will shoot pretty good groups. Let's see. Not terrible. For ball ammo, I'll take that. Okay, now when the extended magazine is in the pistol, one thing that I'm glad they didn't do, I'm glad they didn't add like one of those funky base plates. You know, some manufacturers, when they have their extended base plates, they put that like base plate that blends the back strap into it. I guess just because aesthetically it looks better, I don't know, or gives you a little more purchase, but I like the fact that that's missing back there because it's not going to print quite as badly, I think. You know, so definitely not as prone to printing when you're carrying it if you do want to carry it with that, larger base plate in there. Speaking of carrying, it actually does come with its own holster, which is kind of cool. It's just a basic Kydex holster, but that's kind of cool for a gun to come with its own holster, especially for the price point these things are selling for. I mean, they're really fairly priced handguns. It's a good budget handgun. All right, we're going to keep shooting here. All right, loaded chamber indicator we can see is up. That looks good. All right. I'm rushing a couple of my shots, but not bad. Okay, so that was our Federal. And we have been shooting a little bit of the Fiocchi. All right, here we've got this is some Norma Hexagon. This is match grade ammo. All right, so this is supposed to be a little bit more accurate. Maybe I'll use that as a crutch perhaps. I'll probably shoot just the same as what I just did, but let me try to slow down. Maybe I'm rushing my shots. But look, thing is, if you're in a self-defensive type situation, I mean, that plate right there is about 20 yards away. That's way further than you're ever going to shoot a handgun in a defensive situation, especially. Those would all be valid shots right where they needed to be. And I was really kind of rushing, wasn't even taking my time. So it's an easy gun to shoot fast, I guess what I'm trying to say. I'm going to shoot this plate on the left. Let's just see what it'll do. I'm going to try to take my time. Yeah, for a defensive unit, that's adequate accuracy as far as I'm concerned. All right, this is Gecko 115 grain ammunition. We're gonna run all the ammo we got and try to really see if we can make this thing stop or choke up. And we are gonna run some defensive ammunition out of it as well. All right, I'm feeling adventurous enough now to maybe take out some sodas. All right, so let's see if I can clear our soda rack back here. A little bit more than 20 yards away, so let's see. Look at that, double. I got one swinging, let's see. Look at that, got it. All right, got some soda on the bottom of that other one there. There we go. Man, come on. For a compact, you know, in some circles, what I'm about to say could be considered blasphemy. So I hope people aren't gonna bother me on this. But I have to say, it probably shoots as good as my Glock 26. Maybe even a little better. And I'll tell you, it's got a fantastic trigger in it. Okay, this is 124 grain Federal HST standard pressure. All right, so a little defensive ammo. Let's see if we can defend ourselves against the gopher down there. Gopher Everett? All right. Yeah, got him. All right, got a popper back there at 35. Oh yeah, 35 yards back there. All right, I'm gonna try a long range shot. I mean, this is a short little pistol, but see if we can lob a defensive low back there at 75 yards. There we go. I don't think I'd want to get in a gunfight at 75 yards with a handgun, but you know, it's nice to know it'll lob it in there if you need it to. All right, we're going to switch back to the Norma Envy. All right, so this is a pistol caliber carbine optimized load, but obviously it'll run in a handgun too, so let's test this. And we're just trying to see if there's any ammo we can come across to make this thing stop. I know just a few mags isn't a super good indicator, but we're just trying to get an idea here. We're going to run as much as we can. All right. Man, that's a fantastic group. Just kind of wrapping them out of there. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I'm happy with that. All right, Norma Hexagon. 124 grain. This is a little bit less velocity. Now, that Envy's clocking in at 1345. And that's probably out of a carbine length barrel or whatever, or longer barrel, but it's definitely a good bit more velocity. And look, even that hotter Envy ammo out of this thing, very good accuracy. I'm very happy with that. Good stuff. All right, just having a little fun here. Not bad. I'll take that. Okay, getting back to the Fiocchi 115 grain ammunition. Well, it seems to be eating everything. All right, I got a little small popper back there about 30 yards away. It's a pretty challenging shot with a tiny gun. Let's give it a shot. See if we can hit it. Oh yeah. I'm just barely missing that sucker right over the top. All right, not too bad there. I'm gonna load up a couple of mags and we'll keep shooting here. All right, so we got more of the 124 grain HST. I'm gonna shoot this up. Have a little fun here. I'm gonna try to pick up the pace, guys. Fiocchi 115 grain. Yeah, 20 yards with a compact pistol. Fantastic accuracy. You know, seems to shoot just fine. Look, I'm gonna take these 10 rounds. I've only got 10 rounds of this HST left. I'm just gonna stuff it in the mag here. I've only got 2 magazines for the gun, guys. I apologize. We got to get the ammo ferry train working here to get some of this ammo downrange. But you know, the trigger's excellent. The sights are usable. The bore axis is a little tall in terms of where the sights sit, but you know, really, for the money, it's a fantastic pistol. I've been very impressed with it, and it's really cool to see how things have come along for this brand of pistols. You know what I mean? They've really improved these things a lot, so really cool to see that in motion. Especially when you see it from where it all started, like the really early Caniks. You know, they can be kind of crude, and I know they had some like early safety issues with the early Caniks. You know, with like the strikers dropping and all kind of random stuff. So it's cool to see that that they've come a long way with these. Uh-oh. All right. So the striker dropped, and we got a round in the chamber. So let's see if we got a light strike. Okay. So yeah, the striker dropped and didn't even impact the back of the round. Interesting. Now I wonder if maybe, well, it chambered around so it didn't short shuck. And I felt good on that trigger squeeze and nothing felt weird. That's why we shoot these things, guys. Let's just see. Maybe that was just a fluke issue, or I don't know. Let's keep shooting. Gosh, accurate. Man, that defensive ammo, I mean, the gun's accurate. It's got a great trigger. And we're what, like maybe 300 rounds in? We've had one minor stoppage. I could, you know, possibly chalk that up to, no telling what. Why don't you shoot your guns, guys? You know, anytime you buy a carry gun, doesn't matter if you buy a Glock 26, doesn't matter what you buy. Take it out and shoot it. Make sure you understand what's going on, and whatever ammo you plan on running, buy it in quantity. Buy about 3 or 4 boxes of it, bite the bullet, spend the money, test it, make sure it works, right? Because flukes happen, right? And that's why in a situation where you're carrying a gun for self-defense, let's just say that that was my defensive gun just now. All right, well, my first shots worked, but what if the first one did that? What if that striker dropped and you hear a click, no bang? That's why it's important to practice to be able to perform immediate action on pistols, right? Because you never know when you need to get that gun back in the fight. Seconds, fractions of seconds matter. All right, but man, you know, accuracy-wise, the trigger, the sights, I mean, this is a fantastic pistol. We'll see. Oh yeah, shoot, man. Coming out of the holster with this bad boy, close range. Whew. Yeah, this was 10 yards. It's probably way further than you'll ever shoot in a defensive situation. I was just kind of rapid firing them out right there. All right, that was the Hexagon 124 grain match grade. Not really showing any match grade accuracy there, that rapid shooting, but you know, like shooting fast is definitely a skill set, right? You know, you can shoot accurate, you can shoot fast and accurate. So there's nothing wrong with that, but I try my best, but I'm more of a kind of look at the target and do my thing. You know, I try, like with pistols, I'm not like a tiny group kind of guy. If I can shoot some small groups with a handgun, awesome. I would love to do that. But I'm really more concerned about the gun as a tool and what it can do for me. All right, this is Norma Envy. All right, we got a little bit more ammo to run, guys. Just having a little fun here. Now look, okay, if I can shoot any handgun like that, rapid fire, I'm good, I'm happy. I'm very, very pleased with that accuracy in a carry gun, especially for a subcompact. Not bad. I'm not shooting slow either, guys. I'm trying to kind of pump them out here. All right. I mean, I'm engaging targets out to 75 yards with a subcompact. I mean, I'm no Hickok, all right? You know, old Hickok, he can do just about anything. And Greg, if you're watching, we love you, man. We're not trying to give you a hard time. Greg's the kind of guy everybody can look up to, because everybody does look up to him. He's so physically tall, you have to look up to him. Just give me a hard time, pal. Don't shoot me all the way from Tennessee, all right? I don't want to be sitting on my front porch and catch a Whitworth round. Okay, I'm just kidding. All right. I mean, other than those couple of shots that just went right over the corner of the pocket of that plate, outstanding accuracy. All right. We had that one little fluke with the HST round. I don't know if that's an ammunition related thing, but why in the world would that striker fall and not impact the primer?
The slide may have been just a little bit out of battery.
Maybe the slide was out of battery, you know? That's why it's important to break your guns in, guys. Break them in, shoot them. Take whatever ammo you're gonna run it. Don't buy a gun and just stick it in a holster, guys. Take it out, put at least, you know, 400 or 500 rounds through it, get used to it. You need to understand your gun's a tool as well, right? You need to understand your tools. Anyway, all right, good day. Oh yeah, I got you. I have got you. This is so fun to shoot rapidly. Really nice trigger. All right. Right in there, right? Very cool stuff. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching today's video. We hope you enjoyed it. I know we did a lot of shooting in this video, and I know sometimes these videos can be a little long, but we want you guys to kind of see what we're experiencing as we're, you know, you're seeing it as we're seeing it, right? If we run into a problem or an issue, we want you to see as we see it. So we try to just, you know, these pistol videos, we like for it to be sort of a journey that you take with us and learn along with us, and we sort of maybe discern what's going on. If we have an issue, we can try to figure out why the issue occurred. But you know what? Pretty good gun. For the money, these things are like sub 400 bucks. That's a great buy. And they did a great job with this pistol. I would not hesitate to protect myself with one. And I have to say, man, solid shooter. Very solid shooter. All right, got a couple of straggler rounds here to get rid of. Let's do it. Yeah, easy to shoot fast. Guys, thanks so much for watching. We want to take a moment to thank all of our Patreon supporters, those of you who purchase man cans over on the website, or if you, purchase merchandise and shirts over on Ballistic Ink. All those funds go right back into supporting the channel. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. This has been the Canik TP9 Elite SC. That's a mouthful. And yes, it's on the gun. This is a giant billboard there. But anyway, been a great day. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.